come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes.
Who's ready for the new season then? The Championship season is about to start. Well, it has started for a lot of clubs, but today is the day that we play Sheffield Wednesday at home at the KP. First game in the Championship again. People might not be that excited. I think I am, just because it's football. I don't care what league we're in a way. We just want to play football. We want to see our team play and win. And hopefully today is the day we get that. Again, get your views and get your comments in. As you can see on here, make sure to subscribe to Leicester Fan TV on all socials. And yeah, we'll get straight into it. We've got Nick coming on today to talk about the game. I think he's wearing the new shirt as well. So if you want to keep an eye on it, then have a look at that. But yeah, let's get straight into it.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Yes, as always, make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials. We'll get a few comments in to start with, and then we'll get Nick in. Callum Barnes says, "REEEDY, how we doing, mate?" I think there's a lot of few people quite happy about today. I'm not surprised. I love the EFL football. Yes, I don't know if you saw the last few games over the weekend in the Championship. It was very, very interesting to watch. Birmingham did well to stop Ipswich, and obviously they did get the draw in the end. But again, fair result in a way. Southampton versus Wrexham. I would probably go argue and say that Wrexham probably did enough to try and do something in that game, but Southampton had the quality compared to just the momentum in a way. So fair play to Southampton. Last 2 goals in the 90th minutes. Craig, how we doing, mate? Appreciate you coming back in. Morning, Matthew. Morning, Chris. Morning, Andy. Morning, Nicholas. Took over the reins from Jamie. No, I'm only covering until he comes back. I wasn't surprised that he might pop in today because it is the first game back in the Championship. But you never know. Chapster says Cody and Ward off to a good start. Yep, good to see, innit? Good to see. Cody missed a sitter. Ward basically not once. I wouldn't say it was all of his fault, but again, love to see that he's conceded 2 goals. Mark says if Wednesday turns out to up, what? Morning, really. When's Jamie back? I'm not too sure. I don't know what you're on about Wednesday. I'm guessing they might. If they win, then it's embarrassing. But it turns up even. Sorry, there you go. They probably won't turn up. I think for me there's about 70-80% where they'll just they're gonna play because they've been told they have to. And they just won't be that interested. Obviously, they could be, but I think there's a chance that we could get 2 or 3 goals in the first half just because of how badly run they are at the moment. I think this is a high topic point today, and I think we'll talk about it because, again, we probably see him starting today. AU number 9. When I saw it, I was very, very shocked, but people were saying retire the shirt, do this, do that. I get the point of it, but I don't know. It's very difficult. It is very difficult because there's argues to say to retire it, but it's number 9. Again, if you do get another striker in that you do see as the new Leicester man coming in for the next couple of years, I don't know. I think there's always a debate on that. But again, giving AU the number 9 probably isn't the right option. Again, he probably asked for it and he probably got it because no one was there. But it is what it is. Curtis Knott says, buzzing for today. Yes, mate, I am as well. And armchair jockey, says, I'm confident in our team and as it stands, anything against us seen so far. Of course, of course. I was just talking to Nick before I bring him in, that we were saying that the team we've got, players we've got in the club, is probably either 2 times or even 3 times better than what a majority of the Championship has. Again, for Tar, who's never easily getting in Southampton and Ipswich's team. Again, Skip, even though we know how bad he is, you're probably getting to most teams this season. It's not even a debate. And again, people that have predicted us to not finish in playoffs, I know it could happen, and there's a chance it does. It's not guaranteed, but there's every chance. There's every chance we can get top 6 easily. Patrick says Sheffield Wednesday to win today is 22-1. I'm not shocked. I am not shocked at all. I know our odds is about 1.1. So if we lose, then I might even put £2 on it just to see if we get. I don't want us to lose, but there's every chance I could get some money out of it. I might as well. Jamie says Jamie Preston is here, but he's not live. Jamie, if you're in the chat and you want to quickly join, get your views in, please do. JJ to start today. Yeah, I would probably say so. Again, he is fit, ready to play, so we'll hopefully see him today. And Andy Meda says need to get Browning and Coney in at ASAP. Do you know what? If you added them 2 into the club, into the team, I don't see a team that's going to be better than us this season, like on paper. Again, we're going to lose some games because we didn't get the tactics right or whatnot. But for me, if them 2 come in, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Right, we'll bring Nick in now. Nick, how we doing, mate?
Hey up, mate.
Ready for the new season?
Oh yes, thank God it's here.
I can see you decided to buy the new shirt.
It was belated Father's Day present, so can't go wrong.
There you go. There you go. We'll start with that number 9 situation, just because I know a lot of people have been mentioning it since it got released. What's your thoughts on it? Because I get the points of people saying you should retire the shirt, because I don't think we're ever going to see another Vardy in our lifetime. But I don't know. Is it just been given because he is our only number 9 now, in a way?
No, I don't necessarily think so. He has had the number 9 shirt at the other clubs he's been at. So, but to retire it just because the greatest of all times played for us, I'm sorry. If you're going to go down that route, we should have retired number 5 when we had Morgan and Stevie Walsh. Number 6 when was he? Is it 26 for Riyad Mahrez?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just because a place, got that tradition of having the number, like Vardy being the number 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it retire. Okay, if the only way you retire a number for me is something like what Liverpool did, which I think they have done anyway because of what happened to Jota.
Yes. Yeah.
Under those circumstances, totally get it. But if you are going to retire with a number 9 shirt because our favourite player ever has now decided to, move on to pastures new, I'm sorry, that's stupid. You're gonna have no single digit numbers left then in that way, because we may as well retire number 1 because Casper left all those years ago.
No, I agree. Again, I think I get the debate about it, but like you said, there's many other players that I wouldn't say the GOATs, but they've done very well for us. Or say anyone in that winning team in the Premier League probably could have been done that once they left. But it is what it is. So see what other people are saying before we get into a bit more of a few topics. Andy says, is McAteer starting today? Well, from what my information has in my brain, no. I can't reveal the whole team from what I've heard, but I'll give you hints.
Well, I'll tell you what, Reader, what we can do is, if you've got your suspicions in front of you, I'll have a guess and see how close I am.
Okay.
So, in goal, picks itself is Jakob.
Yes.
Yes. Now, this is what I prefer. I wouldn't have JJ starting because he's only just come back from injury. For me, he should be on the bench. So, your left backs and right backs would be Hamza and Luke Thomas.
One of them is correct.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then it's never confirmed. I'm not going to
Me
say that.
Me centre backs are Akoli and Nelson.
One of them is correct.
Yeah, because I know who's come in. I can tell you who's come in afterwards. Me two so-called holders would be Sumara and Winks.
I don't think any of them are correct.
Mm.
I don't think. Wait, I can't check because I haven't got my finger on it. I know one of them isn't who you thought it'd be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think one of them is correct. I think one of them is not correct, but you wouldn't have thought it'd be the right one that's correct.
And then on the wings, you got Mav and Abdul Fattah. And then
Correct.
up top, Jordan Ayew.
Correct.
But
From what I thought,
I reckon JJ has come in, and I reckon Vestergaard has come in, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if Oliver Skip is still starting.
well, you basically you from my information, yes, that is basically correct. But again, never confirmed, never anything like that. Again, I can't confirm who or what is in the team. I've just said this is who I think, and this is what I have heard. But again, you never know. Things can change. Players can get injured. You never know. But that's what apparently we can see the team being. So from first thoughts, are you happy with it? I know you basically guessed who. When I say no to someone, you know who's coming. So
yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I would prefer Nelson instead of Vestergaard. I think.
Agreed.
For me, I think Akoli has been fantastic all pre-season. I like Akoli. JJ worries me a little bit because he's only just come back from injury, and I think Hamza's more than capable of playing right back in the championship.
I think as well that Chowdhury. When we did the tactics talk with Sam the other day, I put Chowdhury in there because I actually feel like he could be a very good right back for us this season, and I think the link up with him and Fataru against Fiorentina was actually very good. Was very good.
It was good.
And we've seen
Skip,
since.
I'm not convinced as well. I'd rather. I thought, especially against Fiorentina, I thought we looked more balanced in that midfield with Winks in than Skip myself. But
Well, a lot of fans have been debating that because again, when I mentioned that I didn't think Skip had a good game against Fiorentina, and people were saying, "Oh, he's one of the better players with Sumare." I'm like, what? I get the point if people can say certain players. Like I say, last season I said that AU was crap even when he scored a goal, but that was just me. But
you still had your Daka blinkers on by that point.
Yeah, I get you. Anne Hardy does say here Nelson and Akoli should be starting today, but I get the point of it. And when I mentioned this to Phil and the guys in the office about Nelson starting, they were saying that FaZe is Belgium international. Vestergaard has shown himself being quality in the championship last time. You've got, again, Cody's gone now, but they were saying that them two alone probably have more of a reason to start than Nelson. And I was just saying that you need to find a team that can be set and based around in the fact of the two centre-back partnership has to be concrete for most games this season. And for me, a Nelson and a Akoli together this season, if they played majority of the games together, that for me would be an incredible back line. Back two anyway. And again, Nelson, it might not be as good as what we think he is, but again, a youth player who wants to get into the team. I think he's going to have more passion than the majority of the other players we could put in there.
Well, he's a local lad. And let's be fair, we've all been calling for younger players to be playing. But I'm sorry, if Fass is a Belgian international, that makes me a bloody England international but right back. I'm sorry, there's no way in hell he's an international. He can't defend Reader.
Hey, I'm not opposed to, again, I don't mind that Vestergaard might be in today.
No, I was on about Fass.
No, I get that. And obviously, out of all the players I'd pick, I'd rather pick Nelson and Vestergaard over FaZe. FaZe is the last choice, unless we have injuries and whatnot. He has to come in. But again, for me, the back two, it's like Morgan and Hoof. them two, obviously, we barely ever changed it unless somebody got injured. But once you have that foundation in that centre back partnership, there's like you need a link there, and if you keep changing it like we did last season, it's just not going to work out well.
No, but that's what I mean. Nelson's played quite a few games this pre-season with Alcudia. So if anything, they are starting to get that wavelength. So there's no reason why they couldn't have started today. And they could be the pairing centre backs for the next few years.
No, I agree.
Good reason. So,
yeah. Andrew Knight says Cody might be sold. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. I think he's one of the players that we're going to keep in the team majority of the season this season. I think Dean's happy that the football's back, which is good to see. Skip does give maximum effort. He might give maximum effort, but the effort's pretty poor. So it might just be me. It might be just me, like I was with AU last season. I just don't think he's that great of a player. He's got the ability to press people, but I think the quality when it comes to like tackling and stuff, it's just not there because he just keeps making mistakes. Callum does say Bilal is 100% going. I think when we were naming the team early, we didn't actually mention Bilal.
No, but I think again he picks himself because he's the only player
agreed.
in that position we've got in the squad, doesn't it? So there's no.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
until he's here anyway.
No, that's fair. Aidan Whittle says Mongo's going to be on the bench. I think it's a guarantee that if he doesn't start, he will be on the bench. We'll talk a bit about the game today. Then, obviously, we are playing Sheffield Wednesday, first game back into the Championship. I think we've been given quite an easier running in the start this season. Again, so I think I think Ipswich had to play Birmingham, and now they're going to be playing Southampton in their first two games, where we've got Sheffield Wednesday, Preston, Charlton, and then we've got Birmingham. So
and then we've got Huddersfield in the cup on Wednesday.
Yes, and obviously from the last few times in the Championship, I think there was a stat going around that I know it's not in the league, but when we played Huddersfield first away game of the season, the team who does that normally goes to win the league. From what I think that we did that last time. We played Huddersfield first game away in the Championship last time. I think the 2 years before that, whoever won the league, we played them as well. It was a weird stat about it, but again, we are playing them a first game away, so you never know. But yeah, I think we've been given an easier run.
There's no easy games though, mate. We've all got to play each other twice, haven't we?
It's never an easy season. But I'd say over the relegated teams, I think we've been given a better start to try and get up the table early.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how we line up today. And also, we've also got, was it 2.5 to 3 weeks left of the window as well. I mean, anything can change in that time. So we'll just have to see where we go.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on today's game then? Obviously, we've got Cifuentes in the door a few weeks back. Obviously, we've spoke about formations and tactics and all that now. This is the first big test ready to come into. And obviously, Florentine, you probably say, is a big test because since we beat Florentino, they've not lost. So, couldn't beat Man United, true to Forest. So, just shows you how good we are, don't it?
You can't read anything. It's pre-season, dude. No, I just want to. If we can see something similar to what we saw against Fiorentina, that pressing and keep the Enzo ballers happy as well with what we were doing, but also getting it ball forward. I think the crowd will be up for it. So that's what we're going to need this season.
No, I agree. Guys, start to get your score predictions in for today while we get a few more comments up. Dean Bradford, obviously we mentioned Ben Nelson before, but he said that Ben Nelson is a must. Had a great season last year at Oxford, time to shine. Again, people went on the other side and said he did get injured there, but again.
But he went back, and the Oxford fans have been praising him left, right, and centre.
No, I agree. Ben Hilda says, if it wasn't possible point deduction, there's no way we would be 12 to 1 to win the league. On paper, we've got the best team in the league. Again, I agreed. We probably have got the best team on paper. I think just the looming whatever point deduction it could be, if it gets given, just puts the odds completely lower down that we would ever think. So
See, that's the frustrating thing. The points deduction. We don't know. Everybody's speculating it could be 12 points. It could be 10. It could be 8. We don't know. But one thing that has knocked me a little bit regarding it is why has it not been done before the season's kicked off? You know, before the ball's kicked. It should have been. It should have been done so that even if we started at say -12, at least then we know what we've got to work with.
I get the point of it.
You could potentially go on a winning run now for 4 games, get 12 points on the board. Oh, there's your 12-point deduction. We're back on 0.
I get it. I do get it. And when we were expecting a point deduction in the Premier League, I was going to say I'd rather have it in the season than at the start because I don't know. You want the momentum in the season. You want to get points on the board before you even get to the point where it's like, oh, if you're -12, you have to get 4 wins to even get to even start the season in a way. So
yeah, but again, though, it's still going to be the same disheartening though, really. If they decide to knock it and we've got 12 points on the board, and they decide to knock the 12 points off because they've said,
yeah, but it could be the end of it.
Hard.
It could be the end of the season. It does that, and it might be even harder. And then because if you're second or top of the league, and then you go right, 12 points is off. Now you're 5th. You're like, oh.
Knowing top, he's probably got Nick DeMarco on speed dial to get us out of it anyway and do his league goal again.
If we get away with this point deduction where it is, which we thought we would have got in the Premier League, we might even get away with it this season. You never know. We could be on a rampant this season from what we were speaking about earlier before we went live. Like the team we've got, the quality of players we've got compared to the likes of Southampton and Ipswich. If we don't get a point deduction, everyone's opinions on Leicester, where they'll finish in 12th or 8th or 5th, they're going to be skyrocketing back up to 2nd, 1st easily.
100%.
Curtis Knott says 3-1. Callum Barnes says 5-0. Andy says 2-0. Everyone's saying wins today, which is good, and I'm not surprised, to be honest, with the way that they are at the moment.
I'm going for the win because we should be winning today, especially in as sad as it is. Sheffield Wednesday's predicament that they're in.
Yeah.
They haven't got really too many players. So whereas we can rotate, bring subs on, they're probably limited by even substitutes. I think they've got about 14 players that are able to play today.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, even if they start 11, they've only got like 3 players to sub on. So
yeah. So
yeah. The one thing that Chris Tidd said about being 3-0 up. What was the high scoreline from the last few days over this championship? What was the high scoreline? Because again, I don't really care if we get top of the league or not, but
I think Stoke beat
3-1.
4-1.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
I thought it was 3.
No, it was 4. They conceded another one late on. It was 4-1.
Okay.
Stoke at top.
Okay. Well, I'm in my brain. I've got definitely 3-1, but I'll have to check it.
I could be wrong.
You know what? Everyone get your comments in.
I'm sure it was 4-1 yesterday.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway because a certain Bristol City got 4-1 yesterday.
That's probably the one I'm getting muddled up with then. Yeah. I know there was definitely a 4-1-er.
Stoke got 3-1.
And Bristol did Sheffield United 4-1. Yeah.
So if we got a 3-0 today, I think that would probably would that put us on top because they conceded?
It would be joint top.
Okay, so it has to be 4 to get actually top.
I think 4 to be safe, but even if it's like a 2-0 or a 1-0.
Oh, if it's convincing 2-0, I'll be more than happy.
We're still joint top. It's just on goals scored, but we know we're going to score goals this season. So
no, I agree. Yeah. Anthony said it was Stoke was 3-1. Bristol City 4-1, as a lot of people are saying. Again, I was very surprised about that result because there was a lot of kind of talk around Sheffield United having a good chance of going back up, but I know it's only the first game, but to lose them after them beating 6-0 in the playoffs last season just shows you maybe they've dropped off a bit.
I was listening to TalkSport's commentary of the Southampton Wrexham game yesterday because I was working, and they read out a stat before it kicked off, and I'm sure there's only 4 teams in the whole league that's not changed their managers and I think 3 of them have come up, which was Wrexham, Charlton, and Birmingham. And there was one other that's not. I think it might have been Ipswich, but the rest of them have all changed suit, including us. So they're obviously in that process where there may be some surprising results, but they're still getting used to the manager's new way of playing, aren't they? So
no, I agree. I did see a comment from Aggie earlier. I wanted to get it up because as much as you're allowed your opinion and whatnot, I wanted to ask about it, and it's probably going to be the last comment of the day if I can find it before we finish. It's quite far up. Here we go. Aggie Frith here says, "Not looking forward to the new season one bit. I'm not even going to Huddersfield on Wednesday. That's not like me." Come on, Aggie. You know me. I see you at games every game.
There is more positives. Just the biggest positive. There's no VAR for a start. So no time wasting on waiting for somebody on a laptop to decide if it's a goal or not. That's a positive. And we get more games effectively.
Hey, I know. I see Aggie a majority of games. I don't really talk to him because we always pass each other. But Aggie for me is one of the die-hard fans that goes to every game. And he doesn't really care what result it is. He just wants to be there to support the boys. But I'm very surprised that he said this today, because I thought he'd be right up for it. And obviously with the pies you've been eating over the summer, that you won 20 seasons worth of pies, I would have thought you'd been right up for it. But again, it's opinions. You might be worried. You might not be. Again, I'm not worried now with the players we've got, but I think you're allowed to have your opinion, of course. Jamie did ask for the link earlier. I didn't give him. So we're not getting Jamie coming on today.
Do you want me to try and see if I can get him on?
Go on, very quickly, if you can.
Hang on then, I'll take me off screen.
There you go. Let's see if we can get him on. If he can join, he will join. I don't think he is going to, though. I did see him put a message in earlier. Unfortunately, missed it. Because I know people want to see Jamie, of course. Aggie says, "I can't see us finishing top half, but I hope I'm wrong." Of course, hope we are wrong. But from what Nick said about VAR and whatnot, you are right. There's been a lot of controversial issues and decisions made by refs over the championship already this weekend. Southampton probably should have been given a penalty. With a handball. They probably should have been given another not a penalty, but another chance from that. And also Birmingham is very debatable about the VAR. Not the VAR because there's no VAR, but they're very debatable on the handball. Was it handball? Was it not? I would go out and say it probably was handball, because when you jump, as much as you need your arms to jump, when your arms are up here and you're trying to head a ball, it doesn't matter where your hand is, you're already out of position for it. So I would go out and say that was definitely a handball. I know a Birmingham fan and they were saying that's a very stupid handball to be given, but you're jumping like that, there's every chance it gets given. Nick is back. Nick,
if you're watching, Jamie, I've sent it you, and I've also put it in the group as well, so you just click on it, bud.
There you go. Well, he's got 2-3 minutes to join before we do end. Just see if we can get some views off Jamie. But Nick, obviously you were talking about VAR before you left and whatnot. Championship obviously doesn't have it, but there's been a lot of controversial decisions already this weekend at the start of the season to probably debate about. Again, did you see the thoughts on the Birmingham handball to lead to Ipswich's penalty?
Yeah, but again, though, I think the biggest thing I have with VAR, right, is because they're not 100% correct, but they're closer than what's likely to happen in the Championship. But it takes away, after the game, going to the pub and moaning about, oh, we should have got this, we should have got that, and stuff. So that's part of the game, in my opinion. And for the Ipswich thing, why was his arms up in the first place?
I know a Birmingham fan that I speak to probably daily, and he was saying that, it's stupid to be given. And when it's clear, for me, I thought the ref was very good to actually see it, because if he didn't see it, it wouldn't have been given. But the way he jumps and the way he has to get his arms up like this, and then come down, they are in an unnatural position. I know you've got to use your hands to jump, but
Yeah, but I
you don't have your
jump.
arms up here.
I can jump, Reedy, but I don't jump with my arms like that up in the air.
No, I get you. And then
So
obviously there was a handball in the Southampton game, which Southampton probably should have been given for a penalty. But
that was, I mean, that game was a mess anyway because
yes,
there was penalty shouts on either side. I think the Wrexham one, for example, was yes, okay, he goes like that a little bit, but
mhm,
he didn't half make a bloody meal out of it. He didn't half go down like a ton of bricks. I'm sorry,
mhm.
you're a professional for God's sake.
No, I agree.
But it's just opening game, rust, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we'll see.
No, there we go. And then the last thing I'll ask you, and I want just one word because now you kind of know the ish around the team.
Mm.
Who is captain today? There's no Ricardo, so who is captain?
Oh,
This is hard, isn't it? When you don't have Ricardo, you can't pick.
yeah. I'd probably give it Ayu, to be fair. I'd probably give it Ayu. Probably the most experienced that's going to be on the pitch, well, starting anyway.
Yeah.
If Nelson or Winks were starting, I probably would have given it one of those. But probably lean towards Ayu.
Yeah, I would go out and probably say, yeah, I think out of all the players that we've mentioned that might start today, I think he probably is the option to give it to. Again, if Chowdhury was playing, I'd probably give it him. But
Yeah.
again, there's not anyone else other than maybe Ben Nelson or Winks I'd probably give it to. But
I think Ricardo as captain is a no-brainer myself. Okay,
last season I did say that he should be the only man for the job. But with the injury concerns, I think maybe I don't know who the vice captain is, but that vice captain needs to be someone who's played most games this season. Because if Ricardo doesn't play, then you need someone.
But the thing is, though, I mean, you look at our last decent captain in Wesley Morgan. Come the tail end of it, he was still the captain, but he wasn't playing as much. But you could still see he had that aura around the players, and was going in at half time. What's not to say Ricardo's not doing something similar just because he's not on the pitch. There's plenty of other experience in that team that can say, come on, get yourselves together and get out there. There's no reason why, just because Ricardo, who's the club captain, is not on the pitch because he's injured, it shouldn't make that much of a difference.
No, I agree. Well, Nick, thank you for joining me. What is your score prediction before we let you go?
I'm going to say 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
You're not gonna copy me, no?
Why? What are you gone for?
6-0. Hey, I've been on it since we started talking about the Sheffield Wednesday game. I've said 6-0. The mess they're in, as bad as it is, I honestly think we could get an absolute battering today. And 6-0 on the bookies odds is 28-1. So I might stick a couple of quid on it and get 100 quid if we get it in. You never know.
Well, I'll tell you what will be interesting in the game today, because I think Wednesday are going to plan some sort of chanting or something like that because of the ownership issues that they've got. I wouldn't be at all surprised if some of our lot join in with them just because of this, because no football fan wants to see that.
No.
So,
and
they are a big club, and to have that happen to them, when we thought we were bad, but my God.
Like you said, there's always someone worse than you.
There is. I mean, look at Morecambe. They're close to going under.
No, I agree. Nick, appreciate coming in. We'll see you hopefully next week. Are you going today or?
I'm not going today because I can't get a ticket where I want to be, and B, I've got too much stuff to. Oh, Jamie's just messaging me saying too late, pal.
Can't even give the viewers what they want. There you go. Nick, appreciate you coming on, and we'll catch you on the next show.
Catch you later, guys. Have a good one.
Yep, see you in a bit. And there you go, guys. Another show completed. Another show. Here we go to another season in the Championship. Make sure to follow us on all socials, as always. As we bring up the graphic, make sure to follow us on all socials at Leicester Fan TV. We are the only and best show on YouTube for Leicester content. So get your views and get your comments in every week, and we'll be there for you. After the game, we'll be doing a video after the game from the car, from the results. Even if we lose, we'll be talking about what we thought, what the thoughts are on the game. And then tomorrow we will be doing a video. Well, Phil will be doing a live tomorrow night to talk post-match for it as well. Appreciate it coming on, and we'll catch you all on the next show. See you in a bit, guys.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.